everybody, welcome back to the channel. Okay, today I'm going to do a video suggested by one of my subscribers. His name is John, Jon. He'll know who he is when I talk about what we're going to actually do here. So I thought I might start a series on critical listening. So as an ex-sound engineer and somebody who's listened to a heck of a lot of live recordings or live shows over my years, right up until now, I still go to a lot of live shows. I'm still involved a little bit in live mixing and room acoustics and stuff like that. So because I've sort of honed my ears over my years to get to a point where I have a pretty good appreciation and understanding of what a particular instrument should sound like in the flesh, then being able to reproduce that in my room is essentially, I guess, what we're all trying to do, get that sense of the performers being in the room with you. So I have a pretty extensive reference list. There's about 100, bit over 100 tracks in there now, all focusing on different things that I listen for when I'm evaluating or setting up a room. Now, I've just finished doing Paul's room with the LX521s, the Linkwitz speakers. There's a series of videos coming up shortly in relation to further building of that speaker system and then the setting up in the room. And of course, I'm back from there now. I shot a half-hour video with Paul at the end of my time up there, and we go into great detail about the system and the building of it and how it sounds in the room and all that kind of thing. So stay tuned for that, because that's coming up. As I get things edited, I'll drop another video. But this will sort of run, in and out of that series, and this will just be a critical listening series. So it might help you guys to listen to your systems with certain tracks that you'll be able to stream from Qobuz. Hopefully you can get it on Tidal and on the other networks as well. I'm not going to pick really obscure songs here. They're songs that maybe you know, maybe you don't, but there's certainly songs I know very well, and I know how they sound in my system, and I know the engineers, or know of the engineers in a lot of cases, and what they were looking for in these particular recordings. So that helps me to understand what I should be hearing back here in my room. So I thought we might do 3 to 5 1-minute short videos, which I'll drop before I drop the video talking about that particular area. And I thought we might start with bass, because it's a really difficult area to know what's right, what's wrong, whether you've got the right bass in your room, whether the bass is not right in your room. And these tracks that I will select and play a minute of in the next little while that you'll see will then follow me talking about what you should have been listening for in each particular track. So I have notes about how things should sound on these particular tracks. So I'll recite those notes to you with some insight into what I'm listening for. And then maybe you can go back, play those same tracks and see if you can hear that in your system. And then we'll go through mid-range, and we'll go through high-frequency stuff. We'll go through imaging. We'll go through soundstage. There'll be quite a few focus areas that I use to set up a room and that I use to evaluate gear, which is essentially a bit of a cheat sheet as to what I do as a reviewer and the sorts of things I'm listening for. So I hope you'll enjoy this. I think it's sort of overdue, and John mentioned that it would be really good for me to talk about the sorts of things that I listen for in tracks, and I suggested that it would be a great idea to do a series on this. So what I've also done is I've left playlists on the homepage of the channel. So if you miss anything in relation to any of the actual series that I'm putting together, I've got those series in my playlist. So you can pop into the playlist, and if there's something in there that interests you, then everything that I've essentially done on that topic will be in that playlist, and you can navigate your way through that and watch whatever videos that you think are relevant to you. But stay tuned, because very shortly the first shorts will arrive on the channel. I'll just call them bass track 1 through to however many I decide to pick. And then I'll have a video after that discussing what you should be listening for and what I hear in those recordings and how they should sound on your system. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate all of you. Please, if you like what I'm doing, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so, because it really helps the channel push out so that we get more people involved in an Aussie Audiophile family, which is what we're trying to do here. So thanks very much. Talk soon.